I need to know where I am so I know where I am going. Because I have no idea. Hello everyone, it's me, Sarah, and today I'm just going to be sitting here giving you a writing update on my writing and how I've been doing over the past few months. Because I have no idea and I need to find out, people. I need to know where I am so I know where I am going. Because I have no idea. This year, 2020, is supposed to be, I suppose you could call it my revising year. Most of my novels are at the revision stage and I'm supposed to be working on all of them throughout the entirety of the 12 months. I have written a new novel. I wrote a new one for Camp NaNoWriMo, 70k in 7 days. And now that that's finished, that's technically also now at the revision stage as well. So unless I want to write another new novel this year, which I really don't think I do, revision is all I've got left. I currently have 4 novels that I'm supposed to be working on this year. The first is Nephilim. It is in its 6th draft, I believe, at the moment. I'm supposed to be starting the 7th draft this year. I haven't touched it yet. I don't want to because it's doing my head in. Nephilim is a YA urban fantasy which follows the story of Alison Grace Marshall, or Ali, who finds out that she is half human, half angel, and she is recruited into this group of other half angels called Nephilim to keep sin from invading our world, and yada yada yada, other stuff happens. I started writing this novel in 2013. I finished it for NaNoWriMo in 2015 and have been revising it since. I get through about 1 draft a year with it. It's proving very, very difficult for me to sort of get the core and emotion and theme of this book out there because something always seems to be lacking when I write it. It's been rewritten 3 times now, as in I've cut 100 pages, I've completely changed the ending, I have completely added a new plot line throughout the entirety of it. Hopefully I have done my last major rewrite of this novel, which would have come with draft 6, and the next step is to reread it and pile together the beta notes for it and try and revise it into some semblance of a decent draft for draft 7, because it's getting to the point at the moment where I don't know what I can do with it in order to make it better. I'm sort of tired of having to reread it and rewrite it and reorder it and restructure it and sort the characters out, and I suppose that says more about me as a reviser than it does about me as a writer. Could be just that particular beta reader's opinion, but it needs some serious work. I need to seriously work on all of my novels and actually sit down and do it properly, because I get bored outlining and then go in without having done it properly. It doesn't end well. So the second project that I have been working on this year is Project Body Swap. I started writing this in 2017. I finished it last year for one of the Camp NaNoWriMos and started rewriting it for its 2nd draft at the beginning of this year. Project Body Swap is a YA fantasy. It follows Noah, who is the only person in his family without magic, and Tasha, who is a priestess who casts a spell to give Noah magic, accidentally bonds the 2 together. So now they need to go and try and find this counter spell, which according to everybody does not exist. They've also along the way been bonded to a mysterious entity known as Sephi, who is extremely powerful, who is stuck in Tasha's body, and the 2 of them switch control of Tasha's body. So there's a lot of fun body swapping hijinks with that one. I'm on my 2nd draft with that. I was supposed to finish the rewrites for that at the end of March. I was supposed to be done, and then May I'm supposed to be sending it off for beta. I haven't finished the rewrites for it. I kept on getting stuck because of the slight changes I was making, and I just didn't rewrite it, basically, because I have no motivation whatsoever for very long. My motivation lasts about 3 days and then goes away for 2 weeks, which isn't very handy at all whatsoever, but we need to work on it. So I'm thinking for the rest of this month I now need to finish rewriting Project Body Swap. I've only got about 10 chapters left or so. Once I get past this next chapter I'll be going back into known territory, and it should be easy sailing from then on out. And then I want to get that betaed this year and have its first beta, which is another issue all in itself, and then hopefully get one more reread of it this year, and then I can start rewriting it for its third draft next year. The third project I'm working on is Project Floral, which is also a YA fantasy, because I never write anything else apart from that. It follows Princess Lyralia in her quest to find out why the magic light within her is not working, and why all of the plants in her country are dying. Plants are very, very sacred in her country. And she's being chased by someone who wants revenge on her and her family. And it's the first in a series, and it's multi-POV, which always kills me. Why do I write multi-POV? I don't understand why I do it, but there we go. This is what I wrote for NaNoWriMo in 2019, my 100k NaNoWriMo. Only managed 95,000 words, still haven't finished the novel. I thought I had completely finished the novel, and then I realised that I hadn't finished it. I hadn't written the climax. I'd skipped the climax, gone straight to after the climax, and then forgot that I hadn't written the climax. So that story is not even finished. So my thoughts is, if I can get some of Project Body Swap rewritten this month, I also want to see if I can go back and finish the climax and then fill in the last little bit of the beginning, which I have changed before it goes into the second act. The fourth and final book that I am working on this year is Project Fae. This is what I wrote this month for Camp NaNoWriMo. 71,000 words of pure mess, which is a YA urban fantasy about a fairy who discovers that she is a human and sets out to the human world to find her human counterpart. I have finished this book, it's done. I'm going to leave it now and I'll pick it back up. My plan is at least to pick it back up in June, and in preparation to start rewrites on it in July, because I'm at that stage in my career now where I need to start being serious about something and actually getting it queried, because that's how long I've been writing for, and I've just been writing, and it'll be easier for me to query a standalone than it would be for me to query a series. So Project Body Swap and Project Fae, which are both standalone novels, I suppose with the potential to be series if I really put some thought into it, but the story is done and dusted at one book. Probably the two projects I'll have an easier time querying, because not only are they both standalones, but they're also, I suppose, more original stories than Nephilim and Project Floral are, in regards to their content, in regards to the plot, and in regards to the tropes and cliches I'm twisting within them. But it's up to me, it's up to my motivation, it's up to me actually putting a decent amount of work in to getting these done and dusted. It's a very difficult thing to do, I'm not gonna lie, because I am basically doing this like on my own. Would I love alpha readers or a critique partner to stick with me throughout the entirety of me rewriting these books? I would absolutely love it. I have trouble with critique partners, I have trouble with alpha readers, I can never find them. I can never either keep them, or we sort of do one and then done, and then we never contact each other again. Beta readers are almost a lost cause for me, because I get so many and then I don't get many feedbacks from the group of people. I'll have like 10 beta readers and have 5 people get back to me, which doesn't help. So it's sort of a struggle that I am actually doing this on my own, and there's no one else I can sort of count on to give me a hand. I'm going to keep trying to find critique partners and beta readers and all of that stuff, and hopefully I will find someone who we can swap work with and change and become friends, and they can help me sort out and keep me motivated and stuck to the deadlines, because I don't keep myself to my deadlines. Now I'm rambling on about my issues, which you guys don't need to hear. So that is where I am with all of my writing so far this year. I am behind on everything, which isn't new for me, to be fair. I was going to take May off because that was going to be my beta reading month for Project Body Swap. I might keep writing what I haven't finished of Project Body Swap and Project Floral throughout May, and then save June for the rereads of Project Fae. Project Nephilim, I was going to start rewriting in July, but Project Faye has taken its place. So Nephilim might be moved to August and to start the rewrites then. I find it easier to work on one book per month as opposed to work on all 4 books throughout different days of the month. It sort of keeps me focused. I might need to employ changing up to a different book if I stop feeling motivated during the month, and hopefully that will keep my motivation going. So I'm not working on the book I want to work on, but I'm still working on something. So that's me for this year. My plans, my goals, where I am at. Let me know down in the comments below what you have been doing this year. Where are you within your writing journey? And I'll see you in my next video. Good thoughts and happy writing.